What's good, family? So, mash the like button, subscribe, and let off the bell. Wow, we got some more breaking news right now. Canelo Alvarez has sent shots out up the weight divisions to heavyweight to let certain man at heavyweight, aka Tyson Fury, Anthony Johnston, and Alexander Usyk know that, trust me, he think there's something sweet up in them weight divisions. He's put out a warning. Do you understand? Yeah? He's put out a warning. Canelo's training team partner said the following. Look, I've sparred with Canelo. I can tell you with the utmost confidence that Canelo has heavyweight power. He can handle cruiserweights like Alexander Usyk. And in my opinion, he could be a heavyweight champion if he put his mind to it. Canelo is an absolute stud. He's very serious and very respectful, both with me and his work ethic. The biggest lesson that I learned from him is the fact that it doesn't matter whether you're training or you're inside the ring, that you got to be serious about your craft, that you got to follow it with a passion. That's the main thing I took away from being around Alvarez, someone that I appreciate a lot. So there you go then. That is officially Canelo, Team Alvarez's heavyweight camped on. Yeah, the camped on ain't no scrub either. His name's Frank Sanchez, and he's been tipped to be the next heavyweight cat. I don't really rate him like that because I haven't seen enough from him yet. Although he did push, he pushed that other cat. What's the guy's name? He pushed F.A. Jagba's wig back. Now, F.A. Jagba allegedly give Tyson Fury the works. So, and listen, Frank Sanchez trust me, Team Alvarez ain't playing no games. Yeah, Frank Sanchez, fresh out of Team Alvarez, pushed the big F.A. Jagba's wig all the way back. And don't forget, F.A. Jagba was giving Tyson Fury the beats, and he was tipped to be the next big bad wolf. And Frank Sanchez, aka Team Canelo, gave him the work. Yeah, had that big cornrow, cane row wiggy flying all over the shop, and rightfully so. But Frank Sanchez, he stays pushing them wigs back at heavyweight. He's telling you, man, now. Alvarez has the power to do it. All he has to do is want to do it. And obviously, these people are in camp together, so things get talked. Do you think Frank Sanchez is talking about this for nothing? He's sending out shots, sending out warning signals. Yeah, cruiserweight in particular is sweet. He want Usyk. And Usyk ain't nothing more than a cruiserweight, I'm afraid to say, people. He comes in 220. That's a cruiserweight weight. Yeah? 220 is a cruiserweight weight. Alvarez has got his lipstick out for Usyk right now, and rightfully so. And you heard Frank Sanchez said, if Alvarez puts his mind to it, he can do it. That's what's scary. Also, Frank Sanchez says he has heavyweight power. Yeah? Now, some people could argue, well, he's lying. Oh, listen, what we know is, here's a team thing, he's shilling. Listen, what we know is, like I said, every weight division Alvarez has gone into, the people fall apart under the pressure. It's quite amazing to watch. And I'd love to see Golovkin, to be fair, again. Because I think Alvarez has moved on. I really do. From 4 years ago, Alvarez has moved on. I think Golovkin would fall to bits as well. Even though he's old, I'm saying even the old Golovkin, I think, would fall apart under this pressure from Alvarez. He's got, I don't know whether, I mean, some people allege it might be juice. I don't really care, to be fair, but listen. No, the juice can't change your mindset. Although it can make you more harder, but either way, listen, he's clean, yeah? He's passing the test. Oops. So we can call it what you want. Either there's a massive conspiracy going on and it's all rigged, or it's not. So, and I'm not going to get into that because it's hard to prove. The point is, people, Alvarez smells sweetness at heavyweight, and who can blame him? He sees people like Usyk, yeah? What we know is, I've never heard no sparring partner of Usyk talk about his heavyweight power. Yeah? He don't have heavyweight power, that's why. I mean, Usyk didn't have cruiserweight power, did he? Let's call a spade. Alvarez is popping cherries at the moment at 168. Now, I know 168 to cruiserweight or heavyweight's a big step up, but still. These dudes are crumbling under the weight of the shots. Now, we saw Sergey Kovalev as well. His 175. He couldn't handle the shots either, although it has to be said, to be fair to Kovalev, he was over the hill, and he actually did weather the shots quite well. And who's to say if the fight was 10 rounds, you know what I mean, the jury's kind of out. In as much as Kovalev was actually able to take the shots a lot better than other fighters have, which makes sense as you're a bigger man. Now that's only 175, and that's why it's a shame. Alvarez was supposed to step up to cruiserweight to fight Makabu, but Makabu's mandatory is obviously managed by some low IQ muppets because they refused to accept step-aside money. Amazing. Do you know how low IQ you've got to be to turn down a $3 million? People are so slow in this game. It's unbelievable. Same as Anthony Yard's team. Anthony Yard was offered the same step-aside. Team Alvarez offered to pay Anthony Yard $1 million to step aside, and they said no. Oh, where do you find these guys? But anyway, moving on. That's why Alvarez can't fight Makabu, because the mandatory refused to step aside. That's a shame, because that's the fight we were going to find out how well this power really translates. Because if Makabu can't take Alvarez's shots, then it holds that he will literally be a phenom. Certainly Usyk will be sweet to him. That's what I'm calling now. At least Usyk will be sweet. Because Makabu and Usyk are both cruiserweights, so you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones. If Alvarez makes Makabu crack, Usyk will crack too. Or certainly, he's going to have his hands full. And I'm afraid to say, the way the world is today, the way that people at 168 don't fight each other. I mean, even look at 175. How long have we heard about Beterbiev and Bivol? What are they doing? It's hanging around. Hard men are made by fighting other hard men. These days, though, they're all soft because they don't fight each other. The only one fighting people, and that's why Alvarez gets stronger and stronger, because he's collecting all these souls. He's the Grim Reaper. He's snatching all these cheeks. Yeah, he's taking all these booties. That's the bottom line. If Alvarez was in jail, he'd be a booty snatcher. That's a fact, and he'd be snatching all these cats' booties. You best believe that. Yeah, if boxing was a jail, if boxing was a prison, yeah, Alvarez would be the cat taking all the cheeks. He'd be taking Caleb Plant's cheeks, would have been got. Billy Ho Saunders' cheeks would have been got, and it'd be as simple as that. He'd be the man, he'd be the shot caller, and he'd be the booty snatcher. But he'd be both at once. He'd be calling shots and he'd be taking the cheeks. That'd be it. There'd be no discussion about it. Your cheeks would be getting took, and that'd be that. Yeah? Because your man are soft. And that's why it's a shame. We don't know enough about how great Alvarez is yet, because there's really been no one, you know what I'm saying? There's been no one battle tested, and that's why the cruiserweight thing's so exciting. And I really hope as well he does pop Makabu's cherry. Because if he can stop Makabu, then that really opens it all up. But like I said, it is a shame we have to speculate about a guy coming from 160 to heavyweight. But that's the world we find ourselves in 2021. We need, you know what I mean? The sport's so weak with real gritty dudes. We have to hope and put all our hope and prayers into a man who really shouldn't be going above 175. Don't forget, people, 175 really should be a stretch for Alvarez, to be honest. And when you look back in the day, like if you put Alvarez back in 1990s, 175 really would be the limits. With people like, who was there? I'm not even sure, but you know what I'm saying? It would be, for sure. When you think about Roy Jones and them, man, Alvarez would be comfortable there, I feel. I think he'd win some and he'd lose some. And that's how it should be, people. Yeah, don't forget, you're not supposed to be running up to cruiserweight and having a go on everyone. But because everyone's so soft, either way, I'm there to watch it. And I really want to see the Makabu fight. I know that goofy mandatory guy has gone AWOL, but I hope they get back on it. I want to see this. I want to see Alvarez knock Usyk out at heavyweight. That's what I want to watch. 100%. And I think, like I said, I think WBC should give him a juice exemption. If Alvarez goes to heavyweight, yeah, to take on Usyk, he should be given a juice exemption. Why not? He's 10 inches, he's a foot smaller. Why shouldn't he be given a juice exemption? I think he should absolutely be allowed to juice as much as he wants, because that evens it all up. Then and I'll tell you this for free as well, by the way. A juiced Alvarez versus Usyk, I'd bet my life on a juiced Alvarez. And I'd probably even bet on a stoppage as well. Alvarez would just tear that. Listen, Usyk's is too light in the back. Yeah, Usyk's what you call light in the back. He ain't, you know what I mean? He ain't thick in the back. Simple, yeah. And Alvarez loved them ones. He loved them tall, lanky ones. No doubt. But listen, let me tell you, man. Now, all you sweet smelling dudes at heavyweight and cruiserweight, my man's Alvarez coming for you. You know what I'm saying? The shot caller and the booty snatcher coming for you, and your booty's been marked. And it's fixing to get snatched in the next few years, and you best believe that as well. No doubt.